Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to the channel, please go and subscribe and hit notification bell. I'll be releasing so many different videos about African economy in general. So today our topic is who controls South African mining industry. Who controls actually South African industry. So let's go ahead and go in detail. We're going to talk about 4 different companies who actually dealing with the mining in South Africa. So the first company is going to be Anglo American. We're going to talk about BHP. We're going to talk about Rio Tinto, and we're going to talk about Kumbe Iron Ore. So for all these 4 companies, they're the biggest actually mining company in South Africa, which means they are the one who are producing the most of the money in South African mining industry. So let's go ahead and go into detail how they produce their money and their sites and their headquarters and so many details about these companies and how they're making their money. So the first step, we're going to start with Anglo American. So Anglo American is one of the biggest actually company in the world which produce platinum. They produce about 40% of the whole worldwide platinum supplied in every country. So they produce about 40%. And this company has about $29.87 billion revenue in 2019. This was their revenue. And their headquarters is actually in the UK and in Australia. So they have also the office in South Africa, but the main headquarters is in the UK and Australia. So the product they're dealing with the platinum and diamond and nickel and so many other different products. So the stock market share is about $11.70. That's their stock market share. So this company is actually doing about this $29.87 billion, and it's located in Australia, and it's #1 biggest supplier of platinum. So the second company I'm going to talk about is BHP. So BHP actually has a revenue of about $44.29 billion in 2019, and its headquarters is in Australia, and the product they're dealing with is a carrier. So they have a different site in South Africa, like the one they have in Mpumalanga and KwaZulu-Natal. Also, the stock market price right now is $54 a share, and the parent company is South 32, which is located in Australia. So this company owns that one, right? So let's go and talk about the number 3 company, which is Rio Tinto. So the Rio Tinto, the revenue of this company is $43.16 billion in 2019, and its headquarters in the UK and Australia. And also they are dealing with the product like aluminium, diamond, copper, and so many other different products. So the share price currently is $67.46 billion, and they own the sites like Richard Bay Minerals. So the last one is Kumbe Iron Ore Limited. So the revenue of this company, actually they have been reported. I tried to look around on everywhere, and every report I couldn't find the revenue for this company. But they're the first one in the whole Africa to actually produce the iron ore. And they're the number 4th in the whole world, worldwide, to actually produce iron ore. And the share price of this company right now, it's $9.20. And they own the sites like Seychelles Mines and so many other different sites in South Africa. And the parent company of this company is Anglo American. Anglo American owns that company. So let's go ahead and discuss about all this information I just gave you over here. So what did you find out about this information? So all these companies, they have one thing in common. Which is all their headquarters in UK, Australia, and we have Australia, and this one is owned by that one, which means it's Australia. So all these companies, none of them, they're actually a local company in South Africa, which means all this money they're producing is actually going right back to Australia and the UK to the shareholders of these companies. The money is not actually staying in the country and being reinvested in the economy, which was the same thing I talked about in my last video when I was saying we are producing a lot of money from these mineral businesses, but we are not investing this money in technologies so I can create a modern industries which are going to serve the next generation. So this is the problem. How can you solve the problem and actually be able to own all these minerals and own all these industries and make it our own industry? So in that way, we can be able to produce money from those mining and also invest the money back in our economy. So, it's going to be very complicated and people can have a different idea about it. The number 1, you don't want the government to take over the industry. How can you actually get this industry back on our own control? So there's one step. The first step is you can actually be able to buy this one from them. We can buy these industries from these people who already own them, and then we can have control. The other way is you can go on the stock market and buy shares of this company, become a part of it. The other thing you can do is building a partnership between like a local industries and also international companies like this. In that we can actually get the investment from them and also produce in a country, but make sure we keep most of the money in a country. So because this is going to have a big effect in a country, if all the money we are producing in one country, we are exporting the money back to the other country, that means there's no money being reinvested in our country, which means by the time all these industries are over, all these minerals is done in South Africa, that means there are going to be no more money. Our economy will collapse. But if we start reinvesting all the money back into the young entrepreneurs around South Africa and create modern industries like investment technology and other stuff like that, we can actually be able to sustain even if these industries no longer exist.